And New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says he is going to keep being the governor of New York, despite calls for him to resign over, you guessed it, a sex scandal.
I now understand that I acted in a way that made people feel uncomfortable. It was unintentional, and I truly and deeply apologize for it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with New York politicians and sex scandals. It seems to be a common thing a lot of with any kind of representative from New York.
Anthony Weiner in more trouble for him. Child Services is now investigating the former congressman after his latest round of sexting, which included a photo showing his young son in the background.
And no, I'm not forgetting about you too, Elliot Spitzer.
I cannot allow my private failings to disrupt the people's work.
With that, Elliot Spitzer resigned as the governor of New York. Those private failings he mentioned are, of course, the sex scandal that became very public on Monday.
Yep, don't know what it is about New York politicians, but there seems to be a problem with them keeping it in their pants. Now, the current governor is facing a bit of a sexual scandal of his own, but his excuse is he didn't actually have sex with anyone. He just tried to.
But this is what I want you to know, and I want you to know this from me directly. I never touched anyone inappropriately. I never touched anyone inappropriately.
Well, I don't know, Governor, but I think the woman in this picture would slightly disagree with that statement. Looks a little inappropriate to me. I don't know, almost kind of looks like he's trying to like grab her face or something. I don't know, like he's gonna eat her face. Yeah, that's not a good look, man. That's a little strange there. Now, Cuomo has been accused of essentially asking women who have worked for him if they have ever had sex with an older man. Totally normal question in the workplace, right? And so the obvious question here is, should Cuomo resign? Now, if it was just this scandal, I'd say no. I'll get back to you on that in a sec. And I don't mean to say just this scandal. Like this is a pretty shitty thing for the governor to do. And yeah, he did some shitty stuff at work, which is definitely not right. But he hasn't actually been accused of breaking any laws yet. Now, this video is coming out, like, check the date. You know, he could definitely be accused of stuff in the future that is not publicly available on March at 10/29, March 3rd, right? So who knows what he'll be accused of in the future. But so far, he's not been accused of breaking any laws yet, right? And if he is accused of breaking the law, then yeah, he should definitely resign. Or if more of these allegations come out in the future and they get worse, then for sure he should resign. You know, yes, he obviously tried to have sex with women under him, but so far there's no sign that he did anything retaliatory, right? One of the women told Cuomo's chief of staff and then got another job in his administration, far away from the governor, but it doesn't look like she was forced out, at least so far. Again, it is 10/26 on March 3rd. Who knows what's going to come out in the future? But from what we know right now, it doesn't look like he retaliated against any of these women here, right? And so there's an investigation into what is going on, and if something illegal did happen, he should absolutely be gone. But for now, let's not cancel the governor over this. But what we should cancel the governor over is the nursing home scandal. That is what he actually should be resigning over. He made a mistake, a big mistake. And I think a lot of people could actually understand this mistake that he made, in that folks who were positive with COVID-19, they went to the hospital, then they got out, then they had nowhere to go if they lived in a nursing home. And so he made the misguided decision to force nursing homes to allow the sick patients to come back in. Seems really, really stupid, but again, New York was the first state in the United States to really fight the coronavirus, so I'd give him the benefit of the doubt if he just had some bad information there, just made a mistake. The thing that should make him resign and make sure he loses his job is that the state and his administration have been accused of suppressing the numbers of dead folks, that people who died based on this decision, right? That is, that's what he should be resigning over. the cover-up, right? He should be resigning over this decision that people died over, and that he tried to cover up the numbers, right? He tried to stop you and I from finding out about this. And for my money, right? I mean, obviously the sexual harassment allegations are pretty damning, but it's a question of like, do you still have the public trust? That's whether or not you should. That's not the point where you should resign, right? And based on that scandal, the sex scandal, it doesn't seem like he's going to lose a whole lot of people's trust over that. I mean, a lot of this seems like, okay, maybe Andrew Cuomo is just a little creepier than people thought he was, right? But actually covering up the number of people who died at nursing homes, now that's something that is going to ruin the public trust. And that is absolutely what Cuomo should be resigning over. So again, I don't think you should resign over the sex scandal, but Governor Cuomo, if you're watching, it is time to resign over these nursing home deaths. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, maybe the like button, and hey, maybe just leave a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. What do you think about all the politics, the news, and all the stuff that's going on in our country?